All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're just gonna talk about something real simple, just printing numbers with text. So what we've kind of done in the past here, we'll use num as just an example. And we'll actually take this as an input, why not? And it really doesn't matter if it's integer or float. Anytime you have a number and you're trying to print it, okay, so in the past what we've been doing is just printing num like this, right? And we can do that, no problem, right? We're going to type in 5, enters 5. Let's say we want to enter two numbers, and we're going to say num2 and we're going to take those two and we're going to add them together. And when we do that, simple enough, it's going to enter that and go ahead and print that out for us. However, let's say we wanted to, this just displays 11. And let's say on the screen what we want to do is we want to say that the sum of these two numbers is this. Okay, so we can do this a couple different ways. I like to keep things nice and clean, so we're going to remove these right here. We're going to actually get rid of this. We're going to make another one here, call it num3. Actually, let's go ahead and leave that for just a second. So let's say that we're going to say the sum of these numbers is, and we're going to go ahead and put quotation marks around this like this. Okay. Oh, and we should probably put, concatenate in there, right? Because we're going to take this, and we're going to add it to this. So we're going to take this text and add it to these numbers. What ends up happening is if we run this and we do 5, and we're going to say 6, we're going to add them together, but we're going to get an error because what happens in Python, and this is not for every language, Java does not handle it this way, and others don't as well. But in Python, it does. When you have a string here, and we're taking an integer that's right here, it just doesn't know what to do with that. And even if we, you might say, well, this is a concatenate symbol as well. And we could, put these together like this. Okay, so we're going to just run this code again, 5, 6, and we still get that error. What we need to do is in this line only, we're not going to actually change the values in this at all, but we're going to type in here str. Earlier we talked about casting to numbers. That's essentially what you're doing here is you're saying, we're still going to add these two together, but for just this line, this is going to apply string to this. So that Python, it can only see, or it can only print strings like this. When they have a string here in this line, this must also be a string. And so this is text, this will become a string or text as well, just for this line of code. And so for example, we'll do that 5 and 6, and there's our 11 now. Okay, so this is kind of how you print numbers with text. And you could do this a little bit differently instead of, I like to do this, where you do num1 plus num2. And then just print num3. And mainly because if I want to change this calculation later on, I'm only changing it right here. I'm not changing it right here. So when I run this, oops, oh, forgot to add that in here. Num1 is not defined. Oh, there we go. Num1. There we go. So that's how that would. So now you got 11. Sorry, I didn't have a 1 there, but I had it down here, so it didn't know what to do with this. So that's how you take this, and if you want to print a number on the same line that you have text on, you have to make sure you convert that to string. Would not matter if this is float or integer. If it's a number, you need to make sure that you tell it that it's going to be a string on this line, just when you print that. Okay? And it does not affect these numbers. Like, these numbers are still integers here, It's just you're converting it to string for just this line. All right. Hopefully that helps you, and good luck.